All right. What's good, everybody? This is Ryan Johnson with MoneyBass.com. All right, guys, we are back once again, getting started for this evening. As usual, as you guys come into the live stream, go ahead and hit just hit a 1 in the comment section while I try to get everything lined up. Just bear with me. Okay, got that set up over there. And we are also streaming on Facebook, guys. So I have that up. Just want to give a shout out to the people that are checking in through Facebook. I kind of do that as a secondary stream. So appreciate you guys that are tuning in on that side of things. And I see a few people coming into the live stream. So as always, just give a few minutes, minute or two, let some people come in. And like I said, please hit a comment down in the comment section just to let me see who is checking in this evening. Just hit me with a 1 just to make sure that we can hear everything okay. Everything looks good, sounds good, and we will get started. All right, guys. So for this evening, I know you have seen the title of the video and also the thumbnail. So we have a few special guests that we will be bringing up this evening. So hope you guys are able to enjoy this content. So as always, what we will do is get into the shout outs, just see who we have checking in this evening. And then we will get into the meat of the conversation, which is talking to some college guys that have been out there putting in some work on the water. So I know you guys have seen that. So got to give a big shout out for that. And then we will do our little segment that we call How Would You Fish It? And what we do with that, I will bring up a quick video clip, and it is footage from where I was actually out on the lake. It will be something with the electronics, or maybe, sometimes it'll just be, you just kind of check out the scenery and everything, just the lay of the land, and just give me an idea of what bait you would choose, how you would fish that bait, and the reason why, based on what you're seeing on the screen. And then I'll go through and just give you an idea of how I would fish it. And if it was an actual tournament video where I took a little bit of footage from that, then I'll let you know what I did to actually catch those fish. So we'll get into that also. And then we will open it up. If anybody wants to come up, I will drop the link so you guys can come up, ask questions, comments, things like that. And you never know, Chicken Hawk may hop up here and I may have to, put him in his place, because he always has to come up here and try to talk about how he can beat me out on the lake. But you guys know that has not happened yet. So we'll have to see about that. All right, so let's give a few shout outs and see who we have checking in. So right now we have Vernon Neal coming in. He's hitting me with the 1. What is going on, Vernon Neal? Glad you are back in and checking out the live stream. And we also have Deshaun Peck. What is going on? So we have Deshaun Peck. And guys, make sure you check out Deshaun Peck's channel. He is a YouTuber also. He puts out tournament videos, tips, tricks, things like that. And he is also good with those electronics. So I know he has, he's set up with the Humminbird electronics, and he's out there doing a few things with that Mega Live system. And let's see what else he has to say. Let's see. Deshaun Peck says, passing through Georgia last week on my way to South Carolina. Oh, okay. South Carolina. Thought about you in Chicken Hawk as I passed over Logan Martin. Oh, man, not Logan Martin. Hey, man. I mean, you were right here in my neck of the woods. I'm right at the Georgia and South Carolina borderline. So you should have hit me up. I mean, maybe we could have hit the lake for a minute or two. But yeah, so I have some people in Georgia, of course. That's where I'm at. And then I also have some people in South Carolina. So right there at that line, right where you were passing through. All right, guys. So just giving the guys a few more minutes to hop in. And we have somebody else dropping a quick comment in here. Vernon Neal. He is from Texas. And I think one of our guests from tonight is from Texas. Was it Cade? I think Cade is from Texas. Yeah, so he's down there in the land of the big fish, guys. So I know you guys know what's going on with that. So yeah, Vernon. So one of our guests for tonight is also representing Texas. So really appreciate you checking in. All right, guys. So let's see who we have in here tonight. Just want to scroll through here real quick, make sure I haven't missed anybody. And like I said, as you guys come into the live stream, please, just as always, hop into the comment section, so I can give you a quick shout out and see who we have coming in for the night. All right, so let's just go ahead and hop right into the meat of the conversation, guys, so we don't hold you up too long. So for tonight, what we are doing is following up on a topic that we've discussed it a few times because you guys are always active in the comments before, during, and after the videos as far as dealing with shallow water fishing versus offshore. Livescope, Mega Live, Active Target, all of these things going back and forth of which is better, which is going to win, all that kind of stuff. So as you know, we just get on here and have a little fun with it. And let's see who else we have checking in. Uh-oh, guys, look who we have. We have Dave Rosenberg checking in. All right, really appreciate you checking into the live stream. All right, Rosenberg is a member of the Rob Bender's Bass Club, the bass club that I'm with. And he is also a guy that gets kind of tactical with the tungsten out there on the lake, guys. So just want to give a good shout out to Dave. Really appreciate you coming up. All right, guys. But as I was saying, so our special guests for tonight, they are some college fishermen, and they recently had a podcast. So they have a podcast channel, and we will get into the details of that just shortly. But as I was saying, the debates that they were having as far as live scope, not live scope, all that kind of stuff. So we'll talk about that. We'll get into a little bit of college fishing, but we did not do a just kind of a check and everything ahead of time. So I will be bringing them up, and you just kind of have to bear with us just to make sure we get everything set up. Everything's looking good, sounding good. So I need you guys to get active in the comments for me so that we can make sure everything flows right and we have a good time this evening. Make this a very productive live stream, guys. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see who we have checking in this evening. What is going on, guys? How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
All right, doing quite well. Okay, so I can hear you good, and you guys, I can see what you're doing. Have everything lined up, looking good on camera and everything. All right, and guys in the chat, if you can hear us okay, hear them okay, just hit me with a 1 in the chat. Just want to make sure the audio and everything is good before we go ahead and get into it.
Switch over.
All right, let's see. So I know sometimes it takes a second for them to get caught up to us, and yeah, so I can kind of hear. I guess that's your mic making a little bit of sound in there. All right, so we got the guys hitting us in the chat with the 1 so they can hear us okay. Everything looks good and sounds good. All right, guys, really appreciate you taking the time out to come in and just spend a little time on the live stream. So I guess first off, just give us a quick introduction. I have let's see, so it's Caleb, Cade, and Carter with Wijangco. Is that correct? All right, so yeah, just go ahead and just introduce yourselves. And I know the 2 on the ends are the shallow water guys, and in the middle we have the offshore guys. So there we go. So I have a little, I have a little special something set up for you guys. We'll get into that in a minute. But let's go ahead and get started with the introductions. Go ahead and introduce yourselves, where you go to school at, and that good stuff, and then we'll get into it.
Yeah, we're on the Drake bass fishing team. I'm from Missouri, so I'm not far from home.
All right.
He's from Chicago, so Illinois. Then he's from down south, Texas.
Gotcha. Okay. And so what was the name of the fishing team again?
Drew University is the one we're on.
That's
where we go to school at.
Gotcha. Okay. And how long have you been on the team there?
So we're all freshmen, just starting out on the team. We're actually filming it in the Drew University dorms right now.
Right. I kind of figured that because I've watched a few of your videos, and you're like, hey, we have to get this cleared. So you kind of have to watch what you're saying, all that good kind of stuff. So yeah, I see you guys are having a lot of fun with it and everything. So you said you just started this year, and how big is the team there?
So we started this year, freshman year, we brought on 18 kids. And
wow. Okay.
Being part of that, before we came, there was just 12 kids on the team. So now it's a combined 30 kids on the team this year. Our coach, Emmett, he worked for Bass Pro Shops and was like the marketing manager for the Nitro team and all the pro staff guys. And then he retired last year. So now he's like our full-time coach.
Okay.
Signed a bunch of kids last year. So yeah, it's a great program. If you guys are out there, high school fishermen looking for a team, this is a great place. We get to fish Table Rock, Lake of the Ozarks, Stockton.
Yeah, there's all kinds of
all the time. So that's really one of the big pluses about it.
How many tournaments do you guys have per year?
Well, depending on how you do in our team qualifiers is whether you make the travel team or not.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll travel to basically all the Bassmaster tournaments, all the MLF tournaments, and we'll fish some ACA tournaments and different things. So I think so far this semester we've been able to travel to 5 tournaments since we got here.
Yeah, we went to Darnell, Pickwick, Lake of the Pines,
Lake of the Ozarks, and Kentucky Lake.
And then pretty much every weekend we're not doing that. We're trying to fish local stuff around here.
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, you guys stay busy with it. So do you have just pretty much like one tournament per month? Is that about right, or?
The month of September, I think we were gone almost every weekend.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now this month we don't have anything.
Yeah.
Unless we want to go. So
we won't have our next tournament's not till January.
Yeah, we have
end of January.
One end of January at Harris Chain, and then Caleb and I qualified for the national championship.
Okay. All right. Well, congratulations on that. Okay. Yeah, that's good. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about your debate that you were having kind of with Randy Blaukat. So I guess throwing in my input on that, from what I gathered from it was kind of him. He was saying that it was going to be a debate to where, and I'm guessing it's to where he was going to be presenting the side of using live imaging. Well, actually, the opposite of that. He is against live imaging and electronics. And I don't know if you guys were necessarily for or against it, but I was just looking at it as maybe he's trying to come out and, just kind of show people that you can do this without electronics, because without electronics, because with electronics, you kind of lose some things in the process. And if he's going to be able to convince you guys to kind of go the way of away from electronics. So what was your guys' impression of it? And, what were your thoughts on the overall thing?
Yeah. So how this whole thing kind of formulated is we did a podcast when we were at Dardanelle, and it was kind of a joke, honestly. And we were like saying in the podcast that we wanted to have Randy on for debate, on obviously Livescope and electronics and all that.
Okay.
It basically just happened. Like I woke up, I was duck hunting one morning, and I got a text. Hey, Randy just said he'd do a debate with you. Like, wow.
All right.
Here we go. So that's basically how it worked.
Gotcha.
It was a joke. The joke came from we were fishing Dardanelle, which I don't know if you're familiar with Dardanelle or not, but the super shallow fishery.
Okay.
Super shallow. And somehow he managed to find livescope fish out in deep water.
Yeah.
And it was part of
Wow. Okay. So, and I did see one segment where, was this the one that you filmed when you were outside at the boat? Is that the one you're referring to? You're right. Okay. Yeah. I saw you guys joking around with that. Okay.
So going into the debate, we had kind of figured that we were going to be focusing on the topic of whether it should be allowed in tournaments or not. And Randy kind of turned it around on us that and it kind of looked at the bigger picture and what we're missing in fishing and what we're not being able to notice in nature.
Right.
Which is not what we had focused on, but looking back at it, that's kind of what the debate ended up really being about.
Okay, so you guys were kind of preparing for it a little bit. Okay, I got you. All right.
Yeah, it really wasn't to like convince one side or the other. It was more so as I think we talked a little bit about it at our Dardanelle podcast, is that Randy's always talking to the camera,
right?
I don't think he's ever had an actual discussion with somebody on the opposing viewpoint besides in the comments.
Okay.
So that's what I thought was really cool about it. And obviously it was very, it didn't get heated or anything, which was good. And I really felt like it wasn't really a debate. It was kind of just like a discussion.
Yeah. We just kind of got both viewpoints,
yeah.
And at the end of the day, found some common ground. So
right, yeah, and I mean that's what it is all about, and definitely want to give a shout out to Randy Blaukat. I am subscribed to his channel. I mean, he puts out a lot of good videos, a lot of good information, great tips. I mean, I've used some of them myself. You know what I mean? And I mean, it has some great entertainment value on there also. And then this topic, of course, is something everybody goes back and forth with. And me and some of my buddies, we do the same thing. I mean, it never gets heated or anything, but it's always some excitement to it, some fun with it. So, I mean, that's what we do here. We just try to have some fun on it, regardless of the topic that we're going over. All right, let me just see. There was something else that I was wanting to ask you guys. Okay. Oh, yeah. So as far as scholarships, with our bass club, we did help a few of the high school anglers obtain scholarships. I think maybe one or two at the time when we were going pretty strong with our high school team did go through and, getting into the college based on scholarships. Did any of you guys go through any type of program like that?
Not a program. I didn't. I fished. Neither did you. We fished as co's and then through high school. And that's basically how we got recruited on. You did
He's big at, so we all come from like obviously very different areas.
Right.
As far as like the bass fishing tournament scene. And so I kind of took the approach of like fishing BFLs and Toyota Series as a co-angler.
Yeah.
You did kind of a little bit of both. And then he was full high school, but there's obviously
the
difference.
There's different things that
and you know, my high school tournament around my area would on average draw like 15 boats, and then Cade was out there fishing
150 plus.
Yeah, that's how
state champion.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, we have tournament. There's one tournament a month on Sam Rayburn that gets 500 high school boats. So our tournament scene over there is just absolutely giant.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So for guys that are looking to make it to the level where you're currently at, it just shows that there are different avenues, because you're saying you came straight through high school, just fished a lot of high school tournaments, and then that BFL Toyota series kind of gave you guys some additional experience. Mm-hmm. So, and did the college reach out to you, or how did that work when you're saying that they recruited you?
I joined the National Scouting Report on fishing, and I was on their pro staff, and they were able to kind of connect me with some different things and get me kind of in the loop, which allowed me to get a couple of different offers. So that's how I got in touch with Drury University.
Gotcha. Okay.
I got in touch with Drury University. Drury University was one of my main colleges. Once I figured out I could fish in college for a scholarship, Drury was like my only one. So I did reach out to Drury to try, and it was the only college that if I was going to college, then it was going to be for fishing and what I'm doing now. So it all worked out.
Gotcha. Okay. So that's good. That's good. And so another thing I know some guys may be wondering about. So you're saying that you guys are pretty much either fishing tournaments or you're practicing. And with tournaments, we all know that is some very early mornings, which means necessarily you don't want to stay up too late. So as far as the college life, what I'm about to ask you guys, what is the dating life like? I mean, what kind of social life can a fisherman expect on the college scene?
So as freshmen, we're kind of learning how to balance all that. I definitely say that we don't go out near as much as your average college kid. Maybe we might get one free night a month where we get to hang out and do college kid stuff. But other than that, it's just grind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, there's kind of like two different types of college fishermen that you see. You either have like kind of our situation where we have a coach, a team. We have a lot of, we're thankful to have money from the school and sponsors to help and support us. And then you also have like kind of a club deal through, like, for example, MSU, they're 5 minutes from here, where you can kind of go and experience more of the college life and then also maybe fish a couple tournaments. But a lot of it, you're going to be paying out of pocket, and you don't get to be around as many kids who are like super serious about fishing.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess it's always, you just have to find a balance with things.
Yeah, there's definitely
for sure.
Gotcha. All right. And so what I want to do is just pull up a quick clip. And this is pretty much, I guess I'll give you guys a quick recap because I don't know if you know how this came about. But basically, I did a live stream, I believe it was last week, just kind of doing a quick review of your debate. And then I think it was maybe Saturday morning or something, I get a message through Instagram with a video clip. And let me just pull that up real quick. I know you guys have seen it. So let me just pull it up so the guys that are watching, and pretty much, guys, this is how it all started, how we started linking up and getting things set up. So just give me a second. Let me just pull this up real quick. All right, here we go. All right, here we go, guys. So let's just go ahead and take a look at this clip real quick and just have a little bit of fun with it. Hold on, let me see how I can play this 1 second.
Which one is it?
It's the he didn't have a girlfriend until he was 22.
No, this, hold on, here it goes.
The tournament was 30 years ago. You'd win the tournament burning a spinnerbait or fishing a jig up on bluffs or maybe wiggle wart or something like that. You'll get your butt kicked now if you're not out there.
I guess I'll tell you the answer to that on Saturday because I'm going to go up shallow. And
boom. All right, so that is what I woke up to. I saw that little clip.
You'd win the tournament burning a spinnerbait or fishing a jig up on bluffs or maybe wiggle wart or something like that. You'll get your butt kicked now if you're not out there.
I guess I'll tell you the answer to that on Saturday because I'm going to go up shallow.
All right, there we go, guys. So yeah, when I saw that, I was like, man, that is so funny. But hold on, let me pull this back up. But yeah, I was like, man, that is so funny. I was like, so that was Cade that said that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I was like, Cade isn't having it. He's like, hey, man, I'll just let you know what happens. I was like, man, that is so good, because that's one of the things that we kind of go back and forth with. Me and one of my friends, he fishes shallow, and he's always saying how with using live imaging electronics, you can't compete type thing. And I'm like, man, your mindset is not right. But I heard you were like, I'm not having it. I'm going to stick to it, because one of the other things that you said was, where there's a will, there's a way. So, and that's kind of how I think too. And for me, I just look at it as a winner's mentality. It doesn't matter who you're about to get in that ring with or who you're going to be fishing with, you fishing against. You just have to go out there and put in your time or whatever, and and let it, just kind of let things fall where it falls. But I mean, that was kind of what I was getting from you out of that clip.
Absolutely. And I definitely wouldn't say that I'm opposed to using the whole Livescope thing. We used it to our advantage at Lake of the Pines when we were able to qualify for the national championship. We weren't necessarily catching fish using it, but we definitely were able to line that brush pile up and hit it on the first cast. So to be able to go up and catch him up shallow and prove Randy a little bit wrong was definitely awesome. And we had 16-10 that day, and Carter had a little over 17 doing the same thing up shallow. So it's definitely
wow. Okay.
It's just about, like, if you can use both, don't get me wrong, but it's tournaments on and off.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I would say. And one of you guys did mention that you want to be at your strongest as far as knowing both. You want to know that shallow water and be able to fish offshore. So yeah, you guys did mention that. So yeah, that was pretty neat. And then hold on just a second. Let me just pull up this other clip real quick. And this was, just bear with me. Just gonna swap this out. All right, remove this one. And just gonna play another quick clip. And because like I said, we're just having a little fun with it, guys, and talking about a few different things. Let me just see where I put that other clip at, if I actually still have it up. Okay, yeah, there it goes. Hold on. Where did it go? All right, here we go. All right, add to stream. All right, so oops. Hold on. Actually, I added the wrong one. Hold on just a second. Did that come up? All right, guys, just bear with me. Little technical difficulties. Sometimes, we have a little struggle streaming going on. so we just have to get things worked out. All right, let me just redo that real quick. All right, there we go. Add to stream. All right, so yeah, so this was the part of the debate where that part was actually said. So I just wanted the guys to hear this part.
Unless you have the perfect weather conditions, like this time of year, something like that, you cannot win a tournament fishing the way that we did 30 years ago, because guys like Cody Huff are going to beat you Livescope out there on the top of that submerged timber. So you can't go down there right now at Table Rock like you. If the tournament was 30 years ago, you'd win the tournament burning the spinnerbait or fishing a jig up on the bluffs or maybe wiggle wart or something like that. You won't get your butt kicked now if you're not out there.
I guess I'll tell you the answer to that on Saturday, because I'm going to go up shallow and throw a rock crawler, and he's going to go out there and Livescope.
Well, if you have the right, that's the thing about it. It's situation.
Yeah, and so with that, one of the things that I did notice is that you guys mentioned how you were going to basically go shallow and your other teammate was going to be offshore. So do you guys kind of formulate your plans like that ahead of time, as far as, since you are working as a team?
We not specifically for this tournament. Being that we're just fishing against each other, we kind of limited sharing information this time. But
oh, gotcha. Okay, I thought you guys were actually fishing against.
Whenever we're traveling, we'll try to split the lake up or do something like that to enhance and make our practice more efficient. That's what we're going to try to do.
Yeah. At that tournament, that was just guessing what we were going to do. We had 2 hours of practice for that tournament, and we just happened to figure them out.
Yeah. And the only other time I fished Table Rock really this late in the year was the Toyota Series as a co-angler, and they were all catching them out deep. So that I was trying to go out and do that, and I'd found fish out deep, and I told them that. So I mean, we were kind of going to see what happens. But then about 2 hours into the day for me, I just knew it wasn't going to work with 20-mile-an-hour winds and just not being able to hold on those fish out in 70 foot of water. So
okay. So wow. So you were fishing that deep, 70 feet?
Yep. Out here on Table Rock. I really haven't gotten to play around with it much because we haven't been fishing. But in the wintertime, you know, it's a very deep lake. All these Ozark lakes are very deep. But Table Rock specifically, these fish will get out into these ditches to winter.
Okay, gotcha.
And they'll just kind of chase bait around. You fish Hartwell and stuff a lot, right?
Right.
Yeah, we looked a little bit at your channel, and
okay.
I mean, it's kind of the same concept with like how those spots are chasing the herring or the blueback herring. I mean, these fish are doing the same thing with shad out here in the winter.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I know one of your teammates is from South Carolina, so I noticed you guys were kind of making fun of our accents down here. You can't be doing that. What's up with that? Making fun of the accents. Yeah. So what was his name?
Hunter Dale.
Yeah. Okay.
Roommate. Yeah, I can't make a whole lot of fun of him. Mine's pretty close to his.
Yeah. See, I was listening. I was like, let's listen to Mr. Texas because I know he must have a little bit of something going on.
Yes.
All right, and then there was another part that I wanted to play in here to let the guys hear. Hold on 1 second. Let me pull that back up. All right, here we go.
And I do think that it all comes down to time on the water. I do think that I'm a firm believer that if there is a will, there is a way, and that even if you don't have quite the equipment that everybody else has, I do think that if you put your mind to it, all things are possible through man of stairs.
It's all about passion and desire, man. Because if you don't have passion and desire in the sport, I don't care how much money you have, you won't make it. Yeah.
All right, so I thought that was a real powerful statement right there because, like I said, for me, it is about the mentality of that winning mentality that you will have regardless of the conditions. I mean, because you guys know you'll be out there in the rain sometimes. I'm pretty sure you guys have fished in snow, sleet, all of that kind of stuff too.
That morning when we caught that bag, what was it, 3 or 4 days after the Randy Blaukat podcast? It was the feel like was 8 degrees. It was blowing 20 out of the north. It was absolutely awful. So I know exactly what that's like.
Right. Yeah.
Not figuring out what that's like.
Yeah. I went back home for Thanksgiving. All the trees were still green, and it was 65 degrees. So
yeah. All right. Let me give a few more shout outs. We have a few people checking in. We have, who is this? Daniel Kendrick. What's going on? Really appreciate you stepping into the live stream. And we also have a longtime supporter, S. George, stepping in. Man, look at that name. Good evening, MoneyBass. Joined late. The Masked. All right, let's see what his real name is. What he calls himself is the Masked Bastard. Auto-corrected. So that is his, I guess that's supposed to be his channel name, but he needs to change that name on there. All right, and then we have Vernon Neal checking in again. He says, you guys are living the dream fishing on a college fishing team through a scholarship. So I don't think any of you guys were on a scholarship though, right? That's what you said. None of you guys came through on a scholarship. You just kind of got recruited.
We're all on scholarships.
Yeah.
Oh, so you are on scholarships.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's what I was thinking. Okay. So yeah. So, and that is something that it's kind of known to us fishermen, but there are people out there. Were there any people that were surprised that you were actually getting a scholarship for fishing? Or everybody pretty much?
Yeah. So, I mean, they're both from decently sized fishing scene. Cade's obviously right in the heart of it, but I'm from the suburbs of Chicago, probably one of the, I had maybe one or two friends that were real serious about tournament fishing in my school.
Okay.
So it was really a shock whenever I told everybody, my buddies back home.
Even being from Texas, I was the first one from my school district to ever sign on a fishing scholarship.
Wow. Okay.
I'd say probably about 90% of people still don't.
Yeah.
They just think we go to school and fish. They don't. They don't process what it's actually here for doing.
Right. Yeah.
College fishing is such a new thing. So even people that are in the fishing industry will be unaware that you can go to college and fish on a scholarship.
Right. Yeah. That is the thing. I mean, as you guys see the comments that are coming in, a lot of us are like, man, we wish we could have done something like that. Cause I mean, yeah. And not only that, so how did you guys come up with the podcast? Do you know the idea of putting the podcast together and all of that?
Well, I had a tournament up at the St. Lawrence River, and I think it was on the way back. We were like on the phone or something. We were like, hey, we should start a podcast.
Yeah. I mean, to our knowledge, we're the only one that's kind of in the college scene. I don't know of another college fishing podcast. So we figured we figured that there's an audience out there that needed a podcast. So that's why we're here.
Right. Yeah. And it's definitely always a good thing, like how we're collabing on this, to kind of build up your viewers, subscribers and watch time. I see you guys aren't monetized and all that kind of stuff yet. So, so it's definitely something to keep working on. And I mean, we can, get together in the future and kind of work on some things together. Because with my channel, I'm growing kind of fast. I mean, I'm having people contact me about different things. And I'm looking to expand and do maybe like a college night or something like that, similar to what I'm doing now with, just taking out an hour, having different people that may have their YouTube channels, podcasts or something come on and, maybe pick a topic and just kind of go back and forth with it, just to have some fun and just kind of build that camaraderie and build that community online. Because as you guys know better than we do, that college scene, high school scene, that is very big. So there's a lot of room for all of us out there to kind of dabble in it a little bit and start to grow. So that is definitely a good thing. And I was kind of impressed whenever I saw you guys with your podcast, how you're starting from the beginning. I saw your first video, so you guys are starting from scratch and everything. So it'll, as you grow and everything, it'll be great to look back on those times with the things that you built.
For sure. And that's
especially like next year when we're out of the dorm scene. We're not filming every podcast in whatever room that we can get that's open. Hopefully next year we have a house or something and figure something out.
And get a studio. So
for sure.
That'd be nice.
For sure. And that, like you said, that's kind of one of the big reasons we started the podcast is the high school and the college anglers are the majority of the audience that's watching this content. Right. At Lake of the Pines, our last terms, we had a kid come up to us and he said he has watched the Stiff Rods podcast, and we have several college angler followers. So
all right, yeah. So you'll start building that fan base. So right now, you guys is it pre-recorded and then you upload it? Is that how you're currently doing yours right now?
Yeah. So I haven't really figured out. I've been told about the StreamYard app before, but I haven't given it a shot yet. I actually just got new mics though, so we're just pre-recording them on my camera, and we got these little microphones, and then we just upload it on YouTube or Apple Podcasts.
Gotcha. So yeah, we'll definitely stay in touch, and I can help you guys get everything up and running and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a good time to have some fun with these things. All right, let me give a few more shout outs. See who we have checking in. We have a member of the money team checking in. Paul Gavinsky says, good show tonight. Really appreciate you stopping back in, Paul. Haven't seen you in a while, but I know you've been out there on the lake because you did send me a few messages about that. All right. Then we have this. Yes, you said it has been a few weeks. That is correct. All right. And then we have Red Boat checking back in. All right. So you've been listening in. Guys. And so I did mention a little earlier so I have, so I know within your group, you may have somebody that's always on you about, hey, man, I'm going to do better than you on this and all that kind of stuff. So you have kind of like your little arch nemesis thing going on. And mine is Chicken Hawk. There he is right there checking in. Let's see. He says, so this is Chicken Hawk right here, Cajun the Hawk. So he says, put some spec on my name. So he wants me to put some respect on his name. No, sir. I won't put some respect on your name until you come in with something bigger than those 12-inch fish you've been out there catching. So we'll have to see how that goes. And actually, let me just drop the link in here too, just in case he wants to come up. But we'll just have to see. Sometimes, he's hiding a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see if he'll come up. But I'm dropping the link in the chat. So Chicken Hawk, if you want to go ahead and hit it and come up here. And so let me just give you, let me talk about Chicken Hawk just a little bit. So Chicken Hawk is a person that wants to kind of ease away from live imaging. He doesn't I would say live imaging, but really he doesn't want people to have any electronics. Can you guess why? Because he doesn't know how to
get beat from offshore.
That's right. And I don't think he really knows how to use them. So he's like, hey, it's bad for the environment. You know what I mean? It's gonna destroy the earth. The whole earth is gonna end. I mean, we just need to get rid of live imaging. But he comes up with his different type names. So let me go ahead and see who we have in the back. without further ado, this is Chicken Hawk. Don't act like you can't see what's going on. So look, let me introduce you to some people. So we have Carter, Caleb, and Cade. So they're out there doing their thing. Oh, and man, hold on a second. Let me see if I can pull something up real quick. Oh, you probably already saw it. Yeah, you saw it. So you saw what they went out there and did on the lake.
They handled some business. Business.
Yeah.
Oh, so I got something for you though.
Oh, you do? Did you wrap it up? Did you? What is that?
Those are brakes. Because I'm gonna beat the brakes off of you the next time I catch you on the lake. You understand? So I got a whole other set for you. Anytime you ready, baby. You listen, man. I'm giving it out for free.
You can't come on. Listen, Chicken Hawk, you can't come on here disrespecting my live stream like this.
I told you, man, put respect on my name.
So what's going on? What's going on with you? Did you go to the lake?
No, I didn't go to the lake this time.
Exactly. You've been in there trying to watch footballs, acting like you don't know what a fishing pole is.
Hey, I know it when I need to know it. Okay.
All right.
Next time, like I told you.
So let's
puddle, a ditch. It don't matter. Somebody spills some water in the street. You step on it. It's on.
Listen, we're not talking about catfishing. Don't come on here showing people catfish anymore. We're kind of tired of hearing that. But listen, so this is what I want you to hear. So we had my partner Cade and Caleb, right?
Caleb. Yep.
Cade and Caleb went out on the lake and they did their thing. And also Carter went out there and did a little something too. But Chicken Hawk is a shallow water guy. You see the two guys on the end? They're some shallow water guys. And guess what they cared, how much they cared about somebody else having live imaging or electronics? Not at all. So look, let us know. So that bag that you guys had on what was that, Lake of the Pines?
That was Table Rock. That bag was.
Oh, that was Table Rock. So say it again.
You have is Table Rock.
Oh, that picture was Table Rock?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and that was the one that was right after the debate, right?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so what I want you guys to talk to Chicken Hawk about a little bit, since he's a shallow water fisherman, is how do you catch some big ones like that? How did you get out there and do that?
Well, we kept that crankbait in our hand all day long, put the trolling on high, never stopped.
Whoa.
4 miles.
Okay, so yeah.
Oh yeah, it was the nastiest water. It was like 28 degrees. So we were fishing 3 or 4 footers, and by the time we were done, the front of the boat looked like an ice hockey rink.
Wow! So you guys are really out there doing your thing.
Yeah, just cover a bunch of water and put it in front of some stupid ones, and that's how you do it.
Wow. All right, and let me ask you this. So have you found that by somebody else fishing with Livescope, it makes the fish that you catch smaller?
No, I have not.
So Chicken Hawk, they haven't heard of that. So whenever you're complaining about those,
I did not say that.
Oh, that's not what you said.
I said that with that advancement of technology, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like there are some people that are going to lean on that and will be better at fishing than they truly are from just natural talent.
Oh, natural talent.
And we talked about this.
Okay, so
that's why I say that, I'm gonna have to, and it's unfortunate. I know. So I saw you talking to the young men and telling them how you're gonna help them with your channel, but it's not gonna be your channel for long, because when I beat the brakes off of you, I'll take it over the channel. Okay?
You already tried that.
You're gonna have to get some live scope before you beat him, though.
Look, in fact, I might fishing for his live scope. Take it from him and then throw it in the water. That's what I might just do.
All right. So you see the name on that hat, right?
Here we go.
What you want to put on?
Oh,
what you want to put on the Chicken Hawk? What you want to put on the Chicken Hawk? Talk to me.
We'll talk about it.
Okay. So the other question is, so have you guys found that through someone with no skills using electronics makes you catch less fish fishing shallow?
It takes quite a bit of skill to catch them on a live scope.
Absolutely.
Especially when you're in deep water.
like Carter was talking about the other day when he was trying to catch those fish in 70 foot of water and 20-mile-an-hour wind. It's so hard to track your bait that far down, especially when the fish is out there at 50 foot
and swimming around and chasing bait.
I mean, your transducer cone is you're only seeing a 3 foot wide spare, and you think it's wider than that at 50
probably,
foot.
Yeah, probably 3 foot.
Yeah, so you've got to land it in a 3 foot area, probably a 3x3 square at 50 foot away.
Yeah,
and track your bait all the way down. I mean, it's hard stuff.
Yep, and if you miss it by 5 foot,
you
you're not getting bit.
If your lure were to fall past those fish or you stop it too early, you literally got to put it right on their nose to do it.
So it sounds like there may be some skills involved in fishing with electronics there, Chicken Hawk.
It definitely takes time to figure out.
Yeah, and it's not like you can just launch your boat and put the trolling motor down and just there's fish everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, you really
so you do have to actually still cast and.
I don't know. They're talking about coming out with this grab. It's got this button on it. It's gonna shoot my bait out there.
Hey, that's coming. That's coming pretty soon. Trust me. That's the purpose of technology, to make it easier and to get more and more people to spend money. That's the purpose of technology.
So it's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy going on out there.
But I don't think is it really that hard? And I can understand in that situation where you're in 70 feet of water. I mean, the wind blows. You have a lot of other things you're working with at that point. But if you're you go into a cove. Let's say you're in a cove that's 20 feet deep or whatever, and you find some and it's calm or whatever, and you spot them. You can put it on, and then you can throw out straight in front of you and see your bait coming back.
Oh yeah,
is that not true?
You can go cast that fish, but let me know how many fish you cast at and actually catch,
or that are even bass,
Yeah.
And it definitely is easier than tracking one in 70 foot of water, but it's definitely you're still throwing at the same 3 foot area, so it's definitely got its difficulties.
Yeah. So Caleb had asked, how many times do you cast out and not actually catch those fish? Chicken Hawk would be able to answer that question because it happens on a regular basis. So how many times do you cast per day?
What did I tell you happened on Gunnersville?
What? You didn't catch any fish?
I caught they were short. They were short.
They were short.
I caught 4 fish. What was it? It was 4 fish in 5 casts.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I tell you, man. Let me tell you something.
Oh, so how much did you? What was the?
I
what was the weight on that bag?
Oh, yeah, they were short because it's 15 inches.
Oh, I didn't hear that part. I didn't.
Oh, you didn't hear that part, right?
I didn't. Sorry about that. I didn't hear that part.
But just like I told you, like I always tell you, if I throw my bait out there, fish bite it. Where is it gonna end up?
Broke off.
No, broke off in my blind well. That's what's gonna happen. Like I tell you, baby, anytime a fish bite mine, get ready to put them in a concussion protocol. I'm hitting them hard. You understand? Every time when they come up, I can hit them, and when I reel them up, when I pull them up, they just laying there.
That's right. We're gonna bring you up on child abuse charges because everybody sees those fish that you out there giving concussions. I mean, what is going on with that? Let me see who else we have checking in. We have C219 Troll. What is going on? He is checking into the live stream. That is the crappie fisherman. So he's out there cashing checks and winning trophies and stuff on the crappie fishing tournament scene. All right. And then we have Paul Gavinsky. He is the member of the money team checking in. He says, my ribs are hurting from all this laughter. Yeah. We have a good time over here every once in a while. Uh-oh. Who is this? We have Harry. He says, good evening, MoneyBass. Get him, Chicken Hawk. Man, I'm trying to bring some backup in here. Don't have. Wait a minute. Harry is not your backup. Guess what Harry has on its way in the mail?
He bought live?
Mega Live. Your partner done sold out on you. What's going on? So Harry's about to hook his up. He already talked about it. He's already been watching my installation video and all that. So Harry, I mean, what you gonna do, Chicken Hawk? I mean, are you just gonna keep taking those spankings, or are you gonna eventually?
I guess I'm just going to have to spank a lot of people. That's what it's gonna take. That's what's gonna have to happen. A lot of people about to get spanked. See, you causing this. You have caused this misfortune to happen to a lot of people.
So we're gonna have to set up something on Logan Martin.
It's gonna get hammered.
All right, and let's see who else we have. We have Sunrise Showdown. Oh my, the Hawk. Oh man.
Everybody know that when I swoop in, things happen. Understand that.
All right, look, Harry said he did not sell out. He's blending old school and new school. Well, I mean, you still sold out because Chicken Hawk is still on no school. So I mean, what's up with that? What are we gonna do, Harry? All right, there you go, Chicken Hawk. So that's what he's putting in there for you.
Oh no, that's not gonna happen. I'll never become instinct, baby. Remember that. I'll never become extinct. Understand that. But let me ask you guys. So you guys, especially who said they fish shallow primarily?
That's on the end.
Do you
I've had a boat for 4 months.
Yeah, okay. We fish kind of all certain ways, all different ways. We just recently it's been shallow.
Yeah. I only had a boat for 4 months, so I mean I'll go wherever they take me.
Yeah, I'll fish any way I can get a bite at this point.
Yeah. It's tough out here.
So do you use live?
Yeah. We all have it on our boats, but it's kind of try to keep it a 50-50 depending on the conditions.
It's there's definitely a fine line between helping and hurting. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right. That's what I wanted to get to because I say all this about it, but I know people can get caught up.
Absolutely.
And you can get caught up and you can just start chasing something and lose time. Even though
And I've got buddies at home that'll go offshore on Rayburn and spend 8 hours a day doing it and come back with 10 or 12 pounds that won't do you anything. But they get caught up in watching them and on the video game stuff while I'm up there on the bank trying to catch 20 pounds where you need to be. So it definitely has its place, but it can hurt you.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt MoneyBass. It's gonna hurt him real bad come 2023.
I just noticed what you have on that screen. Meet me on Logan Martin. Man,
they got all day, baby. All day. All day.
You don't want to see me. You don't want to see me on Logan Martin
all day long. You understand?
Man, hold on. Let me try to help you out a little bit. Who is this? Who is this? We have Harry checking in. All right, so look, we're growing right here. So we got Carter, Caleb, and Cade, Chicken Hawk, and here we're gonna have to come up with you need a name. You need some type of little name that we can add in there. But
man, we just keep keep a low profile, like at spy bait, just real slow and low, and keep going through the water, stir it up.
What you know about that spy bait? Chicken Hawk don't know anything about that spy bait.
Come on, man.
Well, you see when you got one of these rods, you see that hat right there? It kind of looks like the G Luma's like the MoneyBass logo.
All right, I see that.
We got them unopened warts that we showed you in the past.
Right, I saw that. You got those collector's items over there. So do you guys throw spy baits and stuff on any of the lakes that you fish, like those slower moving baits, things like that?
I have at home, but I haven't tried it here yet.
I've thrown a spy bait. I fished quite a bit on Champlain and St. Lawrence. So,
Gotcha.
Big smallmouth places. I've thrown a little bit. It's very, very niche.
Yeah,
it is. And that comes back to what you're all discussing. We was talking, Mega Live or Mega 360, which I've got. It's a tool.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You have to own it versus it owning you. And you still got to do the Chicken Hawk and look and see. You got to look and see them fish jumping versus Money's got that head down.
That's right.
His dad is going to be.
Hey man, I have two eyes. One is looking down, one is looking up, man. I can work it like that.
I can look over there and see that crane and know I need to go over there and take his meal from him.
That's right. And listen, hey guys, I want you to listen to that. What have you seen cranes eating?
Hey, don't do it.
Now, see, Hawk, you got to change that. Instead of Logan Martin, we need to meet halfway at Lake Cumberland. I'm throwing that out there.
The thing is, he wants everybody to meet him on Lanier.
Well, I can come down there
that's his little secret little thing.
Listen, you have not even heard me mention Lanier because I know you're not gonna come to Lanier. I know that I'll give you a 5-pound lead on me. I'll spot you 5 pounds. You come out here.
Man, come on. Don't get your feelings hurt like that. Don't get your feelings hurt like that. Don't do that to yourself.
Man, hold up. Let me see. Who is this? We have Sunrise Showdown. He says the hawk making no holes and fishing them. Uh-oh. You know what he's talking about, right? That last video I did about digging that hole and putting fish in it. Just joking. I know you have better standards than that. Yeah, I mean, so I can tell you for a fact, Chicken Hawk has never done anything like that. If you saw the fish that he brings in, there's no way that he did anything that he
I'm looking for my all right, that's okay.
All right, then we have Thomas checking in. He says, here we go again, better than TV. All right, yeah, always having a good time. All right, then Vernon Neal says the hawk said live sonar is too real time. So is the computer system he's using right now. But he's sticking to his guns. Uh-oh, don't tell me you've been freezing up a little bit on him.
Hey, I'm not freezing up.
Oh, man. All right, so look, what we'll do real quick, we've been going for about 50 minutes. So let's go ahead and get into the how would you fish it segment. All right. So what that is, guys, is what we will do. And see, I set up something a little special for Caleb, Carter, and Cade. So what I'm going to do is pull up a video clip, just play that, and kind of the audio is off of it. And let me just pull it up real quick and pause it.
Is there sticks involved?
Oh, come on, man. Come on. I caught
twigs.
I've only caught a stick 2 times. The first time, I did tell my co-angler to get the net, but hey, man.
Hey, the hawk, last night, I forgot who was cooking, and I said, we need to have a fish and cook, but I'm not a vegetarian. I don't eat sticks and twigs.
There you go, man. I'm telling you, man. That's
all right, guys. All right, so look, so what we're gonna do, this first one is for Caleb. So I want to no, not Caleb, for Carter. So I want to play this, and I want Carter to let us know how he would approach this if he was riding out there and this is what he saw on tournament day. So I'm gonna play it, then I'm gonna stop it for a second. It doesn't have any audio on it, and then I just want to see what he says. Hold on just a second. Let me see where we're at. Just bear with me, guys. Let me make sure I still have it queued up. All right, let me exit out of this one. All right, just bear with me, guys. I'm always doing a little bit of struggle streaming over here.
Sounds like at the tournament, I remember struggling.
Exactly. Hey,
we're kind of.
That's his normal move at about 2 o'clock hour.
No, is this? Love you, Monty. We're just messing with you.
Man, come on, man. Don't hurt my feelings, guys. I have feelings,
I'm serious.
Let me see. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is the sonar screen, but you can see that, Carter?
Yes, sir.
All right, so what is it that you're seeing on the screen right there?
Probably brush pile. Maybe
all right.
Or something. Let's see, 30, sitting at about 30 feet.
Yeah.
I have to say, I'd probably throw a little swim bait down there on a 3/4 or 3/8 of head. Little 2.8 Kitech, just pull it over there. If that don't work, I'll always go back to the old trusty drop shot.
All right, gotcha. All right, so now let's see what Chicken Hawk has to say. What would you do with that?
I said drop shot.
Drop shot.
Yeah.
Didn't you see me do like this?
All right. So Cade and Caleb, what do you guys have on that? What would you guys say if you saw this? If this is what you saw, how would you fish that?
Honestly, for me to feel the most comfortable, I wish it was about 20 foot shallower. I'd throw my big crankbait in there. But,
all right, so you go with the crankbait.
I'm definitely throwing that Kitech in there. Definitely.
All right, so we got another Kitech. All right, what do you have on that one, Harry?
I'm not so sure. A shaky head.
A shaky head. All right.
Heavy shaky head down here to get contact.
All right. So what I would say is, what I think is, I disagree with all of y'all. You want me to tell you why? let's go ahead and take a look at the next clip. Now, this is part 2 for Carter right here, and let's see if you guys notice the difference. Let me just let this finish playing out, and then we'll play part 2. All right, so yeah, so that is sonar, and you can see that sitting in some pretty deep water, but it comes up to about 17 feet. So look at this one right here. All right, Carter, what do you notice the difference between this one and the one you just saw?
That one's got some fish on it. It looks like.
That's right. That's right. So I would not have fished that first one at all. I would have saw that and just kept on rolling. And then when I pull up on something like that, that is the one that I would fish. All right, so now looking at that, let me go ahead and pause it. All right, Carter, how would you hit that one?
Oh, I'm gonna have to say probably same thing. Looks like those fish are sitting a little bit outside the pile. Maybe come up for the swim bait. I don't have all that much experience fishing brush piles, but
gotcha.
From what I've gathered, you want to throw your moving baits in there first, like your crankbait, your swim bait, all that, and then just kind of work down to the finesse techniques. So
gotcha. All right. So does somebody else want to say something?
Yeah. The big ones back at home in Texas, I'm picking up my 9-inch flutter spoon. I'm gonna throw it down there.
Woo. Okay. All right. Look at Texas. Texas in the house. Okay.
No, I'd probably drop a jig right on the head.
All right. So throw that jig. And so do you see how deep that water is?
Yeah. We catch them. I fish Lake of the Ozarks a lot, and we can get off main lake points and drag a big football head jig like that.
Ooh, okay. So you would throw what, about a 3/4 ounce?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So what do you have on that one, Chicken Hawk? What you got? Exactly. All right. Nothing. All right, Harry. I'm just joking. What do you have on that one, Chicken Hawk? What you got?
Again, probably a drop shot, but maybe a jig, because I'm not too confident in my drop shot.
All right, what size jig would you throw?
At 39 feet, probably.
Nope. Both of those are wrong. So that neither one of those would work. All right, Harry, what you got?
Well, first of all, you catch 9-inch fish, MoneyBass. He's talking a 9-inch flutter spoon. We've seen them little 9-inch spots you catch.
Oh, no, you never see those. I cut those out. I edit those out. Gotta edit those. No, I'm just playing.
We all do. If you're not
put
around,
that 9-inch fish in there. Yeah, it was about the size of my crankbait.
Now, I do think Chicken Hawk was somewhat right, but he needs to go to the next step. This is where you get into game time. I think a drop shot, wacky rigged.
Ooh, okay. All right.
You get down there a little heavier weight. Is this fall or springtime weather? That's another question.
Which one would you prefer? Let's go with spring.
I catch him both ways. It don't make a difference.
Uh-oh, Chicken Hawk, you hear that?
That's right. That's my man. That's what he's gonna do. That's right.
We don't
understand the game.
We execute.
You don't understand the game. He doesn't understand the game.
No.
All right. So what were your 2 baits again? You said the drop shot.
I'd really probably go with the drop shot. I like the swim bait, the moving bait, a spoon, but where I live, a 9-inch flutter spoon is not going to work. Now something smaller potentially would work. Maybe even if you want to get real crazy, a 3/4 ounce or an ounce spinner bait.
Yeah, that's how I've been catching that.
All right. So what I would start off with, let me just bring it up and show you guys. So for me, one of the things that I would throw is a spy bait. So I would throw that spy bait first. Can you guys see? Well, actually.
Yeah.
So you guys I guess you can see that, but you guys pretty much know what a spy bait looks like. But depending on whether it's overcast, if it's overcast, I'll throw something that's like a bone color. If it's sunny outside, I would throw and let me just go ahead and change the screen up real quick. Let me see, guys.
Would you throw a black and chartreuse one if it's overcast versus just a bone?
Let's see.
Sometimes I like that contrast.
Right. Yeah. So whenever it's overcast, just anything that doesn't have as much flash to it, I'll throw in something with flash whenever it's sunny outside. But other than that, even when I'm picking out the colors, I'm either looking at, is it flash? Is it something flashy that I would throw on sunny days, or is it something that I'm going to be fishing on those overcast days, something like that? So my spy bait, that is what I would throw first, guys. And let me just bring it back up here. And so with that spy bait, when you throw it out there, you can actually count it down. If you're using live imaging, then you can see it. But even if you don't see that, you don't have live imaging. See, look at Chicken Hawk. He's down there laughing. And guys, so check this out. I just got live imaging this year, Chicken Hawk. I mean, I've been stomping him for so long. He thinks that I've had it for like 10 years, but I keep telling him, hey man, I just got it. So as you see, this is not a live imaging segment. So with this, I can ride over this. And ideally, if you have already marked your waypoint, you don't have to pull back over it. But if it's tournament or something like that, maybe you would pull up on this, make 1 or 2 casts, and then drive over it to see if the fish are there, because sometimes going over it first will disturb those fish. That's another advantage if you do it correctly, Chicken Hawk. With that live imaging, you can pull up, take a look at it. If they're not there, take off and go to the next spot. But I will throw that spy bait first. The thing about throwing that spy bait, though, is when you see how high up in the water column those fish on the top are, what they will do is sometimes they won't hit that spy bait. So you have to kind of have the cadence just right with those. Sometimes they'll follow it. Sometimes you have to speed it up a little bit. So it just depends on that presentation. But the thing that will happen is you can pull those fish off of that brush pile. Once you do that, some of those fish will still stay there. So you may make 1 or 2 casts with that spy bait. Depending on the day, sometimes you can sit there, and I think it was on my Hartwell video. I made like, I don't know, 10, 15 casts, just made the same cast over and over. And then eventually one of Chicken Hawk's fish hit my spy bait, so I had to pack up and leave from that spot. But then I would follow that up with maybe something like a more finesse, like Harry said, a wacky rig, on a real lot. Right. Well, I wouldn't go to the drop shot yet. So what I would do is I would cast that out there. I would throw either a shaky head or I would throw that wacky rig and just kind of let that flutter down. And most of the time for me, they don't hit it until it goes to the bottom. So when it's deeper like that, getting closer to that 30 foot range, it just depends. Sometimes they're so finicky that they don't, they still won't end up taking it. And then after that, I will go and pull directly on top of them with the drop shot. And depending on the time of year, if let's say that I have already gone to a spot and I drop that drop shot down there and they hit that drop shot, then I will go through that other process a little bit faster, or I may just go straight to a drop shot. But nowadays, as some of you guys are finding out, those fish are kind of adapting to hearing that clicking with the sonar. And I'm hearing that they're kind of starting to do the same thing with live imaging. So Chicken Hawk, that might help you out hearing that. No, it won't help you out. But
like we already told you, man, my skills carry. Okay. My skills work. My skills will continue to work wherever. Now, when you're clicking and all the little stuff you got going on, you probably put your little, what's the thing called? It's on top tip of my heart. The one where you put it in there, you call your fish to you. You're gonna have all
the
yeah. You have all that on there.
He just says hi and waves at them as they go the opposite way. That's why
exactly. And you're gonna start running off fish, and then you're gonna realize, hey, I gotta just go out here and fish. And then you're gonna be like, damn, I don't know how to fish. So
okay.
Then I'll just come in with my bags. That's all it is to it.
You ought to be up there on the bank wearing them out. You ought to be up there on the bank wearing them out where everybody's offshore messing with that stupid Livescope crap.
There you go.
Did you see Randy Blaukat too?
Full circle.
Did you see Randy's post talking about he's catching more fish shallow in the winter because of the people fishing offshore?
Is that what he said? I didn't see that.
I think that one was that today.
That was today.
Yeah.
That was today. Now, I got to stick up for Chicken Hawk. He's talking about, money picking on Chicken Hawk. There was a couple of videos where money was on Chicken Hawk's hole. He said, that's my mud bank.
That's right. That's right.
You know, so now you're not getting by with his money.
No, listen.
We go back and replay. Oh, there's that clay over there. I knew there was fish there. Am I right, Hawk?
That's right. You're absolutely right.
All right. I mean, yeah, I know he thinks I only stay offshore, but hey, I will creep shallow every once in a while too. I'm a little bit of everywhere. I try to hit, what is that, about 30, 40 spots in one day? Yeah, so I'm rolling. I'm a little bit of everywhere.
Okay.
All right, let's see what Sunrise has to say. He says, so he's laughing. MoneyBass, you give him 5 pounds on Lanier, but would you be willing to do that for you? But would he be willing to do that for you on Logan Martin? Oh, I don't think he would do that for me on Logan Martin. Not like you need it. That's right. I mean, what's going on? But I mean, I don't even need it.
You don't need it. Then just show up then.
Okay, but I mean, but Sunrise look like he's asking. Would you offer 5 pounds?
Do you need 5 pounds? If you need 5 pounds, I'll give you 5 pounds. Do you need 5 pounds?
No, Sunrise is asking the question. He's asking, would you give that same 5 pounds?
If you need it, I'm gonna need you to come up to my boat.
All right.
I think we need to go back to Chicken Hawk's original challenge. He said no electronics and no practice.
Man, listen, Chicken Hawk wants no electronics, no practice, no boats, no shoes, no socks. He is trying to eliminate as much as he can to try to level the playing field. Chicken Hawk is like, hey man, you still catching them with a pole? No poles.
Noodling. Now we're gonna noodling style.
Chicken Hawk would take it all the way to noodling if he could. All right, so we have Thomas says, let's see what Thomas is talking about. He says Stiff Rods is gonna get some subscribers tonight for sure. Great burn on Randy. You know he feels it. So happy for you guys. Hey man, it's all about having a little bit of fun. So yeah, you see how we go back and forth with everything. So even with Randy, it's all in love. I mean, we're all out here fishing, trying to do the best we can and having fun out on the lake. But yeah, Thomas, that is right. That is right. So yeah, hopefully, you know, this does help out your channel a little bit. And like I said, I will reach out to you guys and help you with your setup and things like that as far as the different live stream options. All right, let's see. Sunrise says that depth depends on how clear the water is. That is correct. So yeah, that footage was from Lake Lanier, so it's a pretty clear lake. All right, get it down there and see their reaction. Yep. So that is definitely the thing that you want to do with your live imaging. Just shooting through these real quick, and then I have one more segment that I set up, and that one's going to be for Cade and am I Caleb, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. All right. So then Red Boat says it seems to me, everybody has a little old school, a little of new school, and a lot of confidence. And I think that makes you a better fisherman. Sonar has its role. That is right. That is right. Sir. All right. And then Vernon Neal says we fish for big fish here in Texas. There you go. Cade, that's your Texas guy right there, Vernon. All right. He said, yeah. That's right. Go big or go home. All right. So Chicken Hawk, you might as well just go ahead and stay at home.
Hey man, like I told you, baby, I'm working on my sponsors though.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, Duralast.
Huh?
Duralast is gonna be my sponsor because I'm taking breaks off of everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna beat the breaks off of everybody.
Man,
I'm gonna wrap my boat in Duralast, and you're gonna find out. You're gonna find out the hard way.
Oh goodness. I don't know about that one, Chicken Hawk. I don't know about that one. Let me see. Okay, let me swap this up real quick. All right, so I'm going to bring up one more thing, and we'll do this, and then I won't hold you guys too much longer. Okay, here we go. So this one is going to be for. Oh, I mean, this is going to be right up your alley too, Chicken Hawk. But yeah, we'll let Chicken Hawk go first on this one. So guys, I mean, hold your laughter. Hold your laughter because we don't want to throw him off or anything. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one right here. So hold on, let me just pause it real quick. All right, so now we're gonna switch to some shallow water. How about we do a little shallow water? All right, so Chicken Hawk, I'm gonna go ahead and play the clip. There's no audio on here, so just kind of walk us through. Let us know what you're seeing, and then we'll hop over to the experts on the scene. We'll see what Cade and Caleb have to say. All right, so here we go, Chicken Hawk. What you got?
Okay, right, so I got this lay down. Oh, I like that. Like all that. But I would start out a little further on the first lay down. See, you all up on it. You ran some fish off because there's normally some fish down on the end there, on the very edge. And I would probably roll out there with like a shaky head, just working real slow, right all up in that area, all up in front of that, and then work my way back down. And it'll be all on that blowdown now. And then I'd work down the side and would probably stay out, would throw my shaky head up and just kind of work it out. Or I might take a jig. Hey, man, hey.
Oh, sorry about that. I was looking at something.
Back on it. And like I said, I might throw a jig out there, bounce it, move it a little bit, then kind of swim it, because I like to fish a swim jig. Take it out there, bounce it, swim it in, bounce it, swim it in, work my way back. That's what I would do.
Oh, sorry about that. Okay.
And then I'd have you meet me at the scales.
All right. So shaky head was your main thing. All right. So now you guys see there was a 4-inch fish waiting over there for a shaky head specifically. So, all right. So, all right. So now let me go ahead and run it back, and we can have Cade. We'll have Cade. What you got, Cade?
So from the reflection off the water, it looks like it's a little bit overcast.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, sir.
My chicken hawk. Hold on a second. You're right. He needs to just let that sink in. Listen to that. He said the reflection off the water. Hold on, guys. Let me pause this real quick. Now, Chicken Hawk, he said the reflection off the water before he even got started. Now, you always talk about you need some pure skills. You need to be able to dip your finger in the water and taste it and see which direction the fish is. He said the reflection off the water.
Right.
Now, hold on, buddy. Chicken already knew that. He assumed every fisherman worth their salt would have already noticed that. Are we going back to kindergarten? He knew that,
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Oh, so you implied that.
He implied that.
When you said pick up the shaky head, you were implying because you already looked at the okay, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry to interrupt it. All right, Kay. Let's go ahead and hit it again. Let me go ahead. Okay. Go ahead, Kay. I'm sorry about that.
All right. So I'm gonna take that spook. I'm gonna parallel that tree, but I'm not gonna throw it too close. I'm gonna throw it like 10 foot off of it. And I'm gonna work that spook all the way back down and see if I can draw one out of it. And if I can't draw one out, I'm gonna come up in there with the jig or Texas rig and pick it apart to flip every branch and drag it down every branch. That's what I'm doing.
Good Lord.
Okay.
Good Lord. Chicken Hawk. Did you? Oh my goodness. Hold on.
Hey. We say the only difference is he's gonna run the spook on the outside to try to draw him out. I already said.
No, Chicken Hawk. Listen, let me tell you what the only difference is. Cade is catching some big ass fish. Is what he is doing. Cade said, "I only want grandmas." That is it. That is all he started off with top water, went straight to a jig, and stopped at a Texas rig.
So you telling me?
Another thing, I'm gonna throw that.
I have beat you on lakes with shaky head. So you try to tell me shaky head won't catch a big fish?
Oh, it will. But I think 80% of your bites is gonna be the ones that you ain't trying to catch. 20% of the ones that's in my live well.
Oh, put the gloves on. Put the gloves on. I knew it, man. I knew it. All right. Okay. So we got Caleb. I want to go ahead and get to my. What you got, Caleb? What you got? Let me pull it back up.
I'm a little bit of a more quicker fisherman, so I wouldn't have picked up each branch apart, but I definitely would have went across it with I wouldn't have done a spook. I would have done a buzz bait. Yeah, I would have went with the crocodile buzz bait. And then if I didn't draw anything out with that, I would pick it apart with a little jig. I like a little finesse jig, but I do like working a lot quicker. So I wouldn't bounce it, swim it, or pick every branch apart. I'd probably make a couple flips and go on to the next.
Goodness gracious. Oh man. I mean, what do you think about that, Chicken Hawk? What do you think?
Hey man, hey, look, we all ended up at a jig, right?
Whew.
I said a jig as well. I said a jig as well.
You said maybe a jig.
No, I did not say maybe. I said
hold on. Let me rewind it back. Hold on. Let me wind it back. Maybe a jig. Yeah, I mean, so you did. Everybody just heard it. You said maybe a jig.
I keep on my deck all the time. I got my shaky head and I got a jig. I keep it on. Stay
all right,
ready.
so I gotta go ahead and get to it, man.
Get ready. Remember that.
All right, so you see that right there? What is that?
TRD.
Oh Lord.
Not a TRD.
That is the bandito bug. This a Z crawl, any type of creature bait, Texas rig. There you go. So I would start off. So I would go straight to that. And as you know, Chicken Hawk, I throw mine on that 710 extra heavy with a 8 gear. What is
all
this?
right, I'm going to go break out the Loomis. Okay, now you've done it.
What is this? I think this is my 9 gear ratio reel with that 20-pound fluorocarbon on there.
That is a snip rod, right?
That's right. 710 extra heavy.
Now I throw one like that, but I ain't gonna have fluorocarbon. I'm gonna have braid, 80-pound braid.
Yeah, see, I fish a lot of clear water too, so I don't really. That's why I went ahead and stepped it up to that 20. But yeah, so I'm gonna start off with that Texas rig, and then so that's me. I'll sit there and pick that apart. I'll take my time because that is when I'm taking a break from offshore. I'll come in there, relax a little bit, pick that apart, and then zoom right back by Chicken Hawk on my way back offshore. Right after he watches me put in a little work right there on that lay down.
Hold on.
All right, let's see. But yeah, so that's what I got. So what do you have on that, Carter? What you got?
So I'm gonna take a little bit more unconventional approach. One of the kids on the team, one of my good buddies, Chris Gilbert, he has got me. He's got me on this deal. Y'all ever heard of the Depths 250? I got big into swim baiting during COVID, fishing around my ponds and stuff. And I know y'all do it down on Lanier or Lake Bethel, but I love when you get the clear water and that wood. That Depths 250 just draws them out of there.
Yeah, and that's kind of a bigger size crankbait.
Hey,
that's how big.
So that's about a 6-inch swim bait? Is that what that is?
A big swim bait, big glide bait. And
the big glide bait. Okay.
And if I don't catch them on that, then I'll just flip the old wacky jig, the old wacky rig.
Ooh, man, look at that. Does wacky rig catch big fish?
Yeah, I can't say catch big fish, but
hey,
a bite is a bite.
I caught a 9-pounder on the wacky rig last year.
Thank you.
Exactly. That is my point. But Chicken Hawk, you did not mention a wacky rig.
Okay, I didn't mention the wacky rig, but I can catch on a wacky rig and on a shaky head. I can catch the same size fish now. You can catch
exactly. You can, and you do.
And if I was really trying to work that, I could throw a spinnerbait.
Spinnerbait, yeah. Depending on the water temperature, I throw a mag draft around that too.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking that that Carter was talking about, something along the lines of that. So yeah, I have some of those on deck too. And let's just do a quick shout out. We have Vernon Neal says we fish for. Oh, I think I already got that one. Hold on, let me switch the screen back up real quick. All right, so it looks like Harry dropped off for a quick second. All right, then Sunrise Showdowns Chicken. Oh, okay. All right, then Red Boat says he would sling that crankbait. All right, so
not a bad idea at all.
Right, yeah. I mean, you can work that through there and bounce that off of those branches if you know how to, get through there and work it. All right, and then spinner bait and jig. Yep, so those are good. All right, and then let's see, Chicken Hawk is gonna get smoked. Oh no! So you got Sunrise.
Sunrise is trying to be my arch nemesis. Sunrise is trolling me.
Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, where's Shimano Shane at? Shimano Shane isn't in here tonight.
Okay, he one of them too.
All right. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. You haven't seen Cajun Rob before, have you?
Oh no.
Yeah, so
Cajun, baby, Cajun country. That's what's happening.
That's right. So yeah, I gave you a shout out last time when Cajun Rob showed up. I was like, uh-oh, so we got Cajun Hawk, Cajun the Hawk, and now we have Cajun Rob.
There you go.
All
baby.
right, bring the
I
hammer.
Cajun Rob. See, I'm from Louisiana. I wonder if Cajun Rob's from Louisiana now.
No, I think that Cajun means he's probably from Alaska.
Hey man. Hey man.
All right, Sunrise says 80%. All right, and let's see. Redboat says, let's get ready to rumble. That's right. That's right.
On Logan
right.
Mark.
Hey, we might have to set
And
something up on Logan Mark.
We're gonna videotape it, and we have to get somebody, independent party, to edit it. Because
wasn't that the plan for Gunnersville? Weren't we supposed to videotape that? How is it that you have no footage? You have zero footage from Gunnersville. You don't even. What happened? We talked about that whole thing. Gunnersville is my lake. I stay 40 minutes from Gunnersville. Gunnersville. I mean, you just meet me on Gunnersville. Then the day
I've always said to you, Logan Martin is my lake.
The day after Gunnersville, you said, "Hey man, Logan Martin is my lake." I meant to say Logan Martin is my lake.
Go back on your tape. I've always said Logan Martin is my lake. Now, what I have said is that once you've crossed, don't cross the Alabama state line. That's what I told you. Don't cross the Alabama state line and touch any water. You understand? Because you're gonna get broke off.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see. All right. Cajun Rob says Harry about to bring the fire. And then we got Paul Gavinsky. Now, Paul Gavinsky is a member of the Money Team. And basically what that is, guys, is the join button that you see right below the video. You can click on that and it will give you some information of how to get some perks and also how to stand out in the chat whenever we're having our live streams and support the channel. So Paul Gavinsky is a member of the Money Team, guys. All right. He says Harry was showing his wacky setup. Okay. So that's what Harry was doing. I saw he went and got something. All right. And then we have Sunrise says, I'm ready to watch the showdown. Man, it's not going to be a showdown.
It's 2023. We're going to have to do it in 2023.
All right. Well, we'll have to set it up. We can set it up, throw the mag draft early and often. All right. So yeah, so that mag draft, I mean, it does catch some big fish. I mean, I've thrown it just a little bit, but I haven't thrown it enough to really see the results with it yet.
Yeah, catch some good ones.
All right, so let's see. Let's bring Harry back up real quick, guys. And we have been rolling for almost an hour and a half, so we'll go ahead and, just kind of finish things off with that last little review we did on.
Let me ask the guys one question. So what is your long-term goal? I mean, you guys are, you're fishing on the college level right now. You have aspirations to go pro, or what?
My goal is to get a job in the industry. My dream is to fish for a living. Yeah. So we're gonna see. Right now, I kind of feel like if I put everything towards plan B, then I won't have any plan A, and I ain't got no plan B because plan A ain't gonna fail. So that's kind of my outlook on it.
All right.
How about the rest of you guys?
Man, it's right now it's pro, or I'd be awesome to live down here on Table Rock and be able to guide, but it'd be a lot better being pro.
Yep, same here. Like spoke for me as well.
In the college deal, it's like the boys who want to go pro, they're going to put the time in, they're going to put the work in.
Right.
They're going to get all the hours on the water. Whereas you'll have some people that just it's not their end goal is to go pro. It's just fishing.
They fish half a day, go home, crack a beer.
Yeah. Start the college life up.
Are you talking about MoneyBass?
Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, what's up, Harry?
You might as well. He gets the same results.
Okay.
I'd have thrown a little of that War Eagle into that last video before I got disconnected.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw you going through your bag real quick.
Let's pull up the Loomis. We had the wacky rig. We talked about that. But see, there's one other thing that was missing. We got the overcast from the water.
Right.
You didn't give water temperature.
It was on the screen.
What time
on the
year.
second one. On the second one, right?
Yeah. So you're giving half the truth.
I got you.
Half of the info versus that could dictate certain things how you do. Unless you're fishing at 9-inch flutter spoon, and that don't matter. You're just going big or going home, which I like.
Right.
So,
I catch some little tiny spots on a 6-inch flutter spoon.
Hey man, we ain't gonna talk about that. All right. It's all the time.
Oh man. All right, guys. So did anybody else have any comments, questions, anything they wanted to say? I guess we can go ahead and sign off for the evening. But I do want to say I really, really had a great time with you guys coming on, and I appreciate you taking some time out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. And taking some time out of your schedule, coming on the live stream, and I mean, just having some fun with it. That's basically what it's all about, guys. So we'll definitely stay in touch, and I'll clip this up a little bit, and I'll see if there's a way I can, forward the video over to you guys. So if you wanted to clip any of it out and put it on your channel, things like that. So
absolutely,
yeah.
You can send it to either the Stiff Rods Instagram or the my Instagram that we've been talking on. Either way, or whatever works for you.
Yeah, I think I'll have to figure out a way to upload it, and then you guys will have to you have to download it some type of way. But yeah, I'll look into it and then let you guys know, so that way you can add a little bit more content to your channel and get things going. All right, guys.
Finish up. So
I'm sorry. Say that again. I didn't hear you.
I said I got a 10-page essay to go.
I kind of figured that you guys had to get to it.
All before midnight.
All right, guys. So yeah,
Money, you're gonna put their channel down in your comments, right? So
yeah, and I did mention that at the beginning, right? Yeah, and it's on the title, so it's the Stiff Rods Podcast. So you guys just make sure that you search that
I'm gonna
on
follow
YouTube.
them. I'm tired of following you.
Oh, what's going on with that, man? So yeah, Stiff Rods Podcast, guys. So search that on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to their channel. They have some great videos out there. You see some college guys doing their thing, hanging out, having some fun, and they get on there and just have a good time. So
do they have the merch like you, Money? We didn't talk about the Money merch, the Hawk merch, the DP merch. I'm still waiting for my merch,
What were you guys saying about you said you guys do have your merch stuff set up?
It's in the creating. We're getting a logo thing done for us. I talked to a lady today, and then the merch is going to come down the line once we get more people.
Gotcha. All right.
Talk to this guy. His guy came up because Money couldn't come up with that design.
Yeah. So actually, one of my subscribers made that design for me, and the actual logo, it has some different colors in there. Actually, let me see. I may be able to. I don't have it on this video clip, but yeah. So the actual logo has some more colors in it. But yeah, one of my subscribers actually made that for me. Sent me over the different colors of it and the different files that I needed. But yeah, so that's really, once you get that done, then it's pretty easy, smooth sailing from there. Once you get that logo design and stuff put together. But yeah, guys, really, really appreciate it. And I will let you guys go because I know Caleb needs to get to work. And I guess everybody must have a little bit of something to do, right?
Yeah, I got some Spanish homework.
It's part of it. You fish every day, and then you come back and try and do your schoolwork.
Yep.
There you go.
Be finishing up our episode of Stiff Rods. It's getting posted this Friday.
Yeah,
so.
we filmed.
All
Keep up the good work, Stiff Rods. See, you just got fishing all day, then school. As you get older, it's work all day, fish a little.
Yeah. Gotta live the dream while you can.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, I'm still living a dream. It's all good. It's all perspective. It's mind over matter.
Yeah. All right, guys. So I'll go ahead and drop you off so you can go ahead and get to it. And like I said, we'll be in contact. Really, really appreciate it and had a great time, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't forget my sponsor.
All right, let's see who else we have. Let me just look in these comments real quick. So yeah, we've been rolling for just about an hour and a half. Let's see. So we have, all right, so that was Cajun Rob. All right, and got Paul. the member of the money team in the house. We have Sunrise. I'm ready to watch the showdown. All right, and then this was talking about the mag draft. And okay, here we go. Hey Hawk, did you fish the Big Bass Tour in Gunnersville this year?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
What happened? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It says Big Bass Tour. Sorry about that. Cajun Rob, you should have known that one. All right.
Oh man.
All right. Sunrise says, love your videos, bro. Thanks for the awesome content. All right. Really, really appreciate it. I appreciate that.
I hope Sunrise stays a subscriber after I take over the channel.
Man, look at Harry. He's over there getting ready to hit the lake tomorrow, getting his stuff put together.
We got all these Loomises lined up, you know. We got that spy bait out there, jerk bait, little square bill.
All right. So what did you guys think? So we talked a little about some live imaging, whether to have it, not have it, how they were able to be successful fishing shallow. And did both of you guys see that clip that I played earlier with that? Let me just pull it back up real quick. We still have a few people in here in the chat. So let me just share this real quick. Just bear with me, guys. All right, this right here. Did you guys see that earlier?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let me just play it again. Let me get the screen set up right.
No, I didn't.
Okay, here we go. All right.
If the tournament was 30 years ago, you'd win the tournament burning a spinner bait or fishing a jig up on bluffs or maybe Wigglewort or something like that. You'll get your butt kicked now if you're not out there.
I guess I'll tell you the answer to that on Saturday because I'm going to go up shallow.
And there was his results on Saturday.
There you go.
I'll let it play one more time. It's just a little.
If the tournament was 30 years ago, you'd win the tournament burning a spinner bait or fishing a jig up on bluffs or maybe Wigglewort or something like that. You'll get your butt kicked now if you're not out there.
I guess I'll tell you the answer to that on Saturday because I'm going to go up shallow.
All right. So, yeah, so that's it. So that is pretty much how everything came into play with the live stream getting set up with the Stiff Rods podcast, one of their sponsors. And actually, we forgot to shout out their sponsor. Let me see what it's Crack Gator Baits. Can't believe we forgot that. But yeah, because I'd actually meant to have them bring some baits up. But this will not be the last live stream that I do with them. So we'll get into some other things next time. But yeah, so just a shout out to Crack Gator Bait Company. That is one of the sponsors, and that is who reached out to me. They kind of put me in contact with them and how we got the live stream set up. But yeah, so what do you think about that, Chicken Hawk? After all of that talk, and they went out there, and that was Cade is the one who said, hey, well, I have to show you on Saturday. You didn't hear Cade saying, hey, man, that live scope of that live imaging, that's going to make me catch smaller fish. He was like, hey, man, I'm going to get out there.
I never said it's going to make me catch smaller fish. I just said you're going to have more bags come in. But it's gives me a lot of hope.
Yeah, see? I mean, that's
what now. Now, like I said, it's gonna come full circle. You can believe that.
All right, there you go. There you go. All right, guys. So I guess that is all for tonight. Been running for about an hour and a half. Had a very good time, good live stream. So yeah, I mean, we'll have to figure something out so we can meet out there on Harry's talking about Lake Cumberland. Chicken Hawk talking about Logan Martin. So we'll see. Let's see who else. We have a few other people hopping in here real quick. Let's see. Sunrise says, listen to this guy. He's talking about you, Chicken Hawk.
Hey, that's right. Hey.
All right. Have it the live scope. All right. And Thomas says, I'll let you know after Saturday. Should be included in their logo. Okay. What is that? What is that you're referring to, Thomas? Should be included in their logo. Do you know the guys that were on here from the live stream? Is that what that's in regards to? I'm thinking that it is. What you doing up there trying to change your background?
What you worried about?
Oh, man. But all right, man, let me go ahead and get to it. Really appreciate both of you guys hopping on the live stream again. As always, had a great time. And yeah, if for you guys that are still in the comments, drop some let me know, drop some comments down there. Let me know if you have a topic, any hot topics or anything that you want to talk about tomorrow, and I'll see if we can put another one together tomorrow. Guys, come back and do it again. Have another great time. And let's see, he says what he told Randy. Oh, okay. Yep. So yeah, I'll let you know Saturday. Should be included in their logo. Oh, I got you. I'll let you know Saturday. Can be like their little motto or something like that. All right. And then Cajun Rob said, okay. All right. So there we go. All right, guys. Really, really appreciate it. And like I said, drop some comments even after the video is over. And just let me know if you guys have a topic that you have in mind for tonight. I appreciate it, guys. And I will see you on the next video.
Thanks, buddy.
All right.